This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 3, and it reads, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars in the people in the world. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon, and upon the earth distress of nations were perplexities, in the sea and the waves roaring. This is Matthew 24, verse 7. And it reads, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. 2nd Ezra, of the Apocrypha of the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, Second Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, one people shall stand up and fight against one another with swords in their hands. 2nd Ezra 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes. In the course of their actions to stand in their power. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar. Double honors to the elders for preaching His word chiefly and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word chiefly and sincerely. I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a recent news article from pbs.org, and it reads, at least 6 Palestinians killed during a raid in the occupied West Bank. The Israeli armies raided the occupied West Bank city of Jenin on Tuesday, Palestinian health officials said, leading to a gun battle that killed at least 6 Palestinians and wounding a dozens others. The Israeli military said it has killed the suspected assassin behind the fatal shooting of 2 Israeli brothers in the northern West Bank town of Harar last week. Israeli military officials, speaking on conditions of anonymity to discuss events still unfolding, said that 2 Israeli soldiers were wounded in the raid and 1 seriously wounded. It says the Jenin Bridge loosely organized armed groups based in a refugee camp said the militants shot and hurled explosive devices at the Israeli soldiers who had surrounded a house in the refugees camp. Video shows black smoke whirling in the distance after armed fire missiles at the besieged house. The Israeli military says troops respond with live fire to a barrage of gunfire, bricks, and improvised explosive devices. Tuesday raid was the latest in a string of deadly arrest operations by the Israeli military in the northern West Bank as violence surged to the highest level in years. The raid raised fears of a future bloodshed as Israel struggles to control growing unrest led by young Palestinians in the occupied West Bank who are increasingly taking up arms against Israel open occupation now in its 56th year. The Palestinian Health Ministry said 6 people were shot and killed on Tuesday. It says men ranging the age from 22 to 49 years old and 12 others wounded. Israeli forces identified the 49-year-old as the militant who killed the Israeli brothers in Harar. The spokesperson of the Palestinian president denounced the Israeli military for waging an all-out war against the Palestinians and for derailing recent efforts to restore stability. The arm said it is operated in the nearby flashpoint city of Nablus, to arrest other suspects. Residents of Nubas reported that at least 2 people were apprehended before army withdrawal. It said over the last year, near daily Israeli militants raids the densely populated Jin refugee camps had emerged as a hub of militant activity. And it says more than 60 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli fire this year. About half of them militants, according to the Tali by the Associated Press. Palestinians' attack against Israelis have killed 14 people within Israel during that same time. Last month, in a rare daytime military raid in the old city of Nubos, targeting the Lion's Den, a recent formed militant group sparked an hours-long gunfight that left 10 Palestinians dead. Palestinian armed groups said that 6 of those casualties were militants. Others appeared to be bystanders. Early on Tuesday, Israeli far-right nationalist security minister joined the small hat revealers in the occupied West Bank city of Hebron, dancing with residents from the hardline settling community as they celebrate the holiday of Purim. It says Optimer Birgif, dressed in a costume, combined elements of various uniforms or forces under his command, dancing, singing, and took selfies with partygoers and soldiers at an event in a Israeli settlement in Hebron. Ben Gvir, a ultra-nationalist politician in Netanyahu's new government, lives in a adjustment settlement. With the latest shows of force by the ultrasound settlers in the occupied West Bank, who have been bolstered by Ben Gvir. Salakia. Okay. It says, in the latest show of force, the ultrasound settlers by the occupied West Bank, who have been bolstering by Ben Gvir and other allies in the new Israeli government overnight, settlers entered a Palestinian man in the same Palestinian town where a settler mob burned cars and houses last week. So, I'm going to read all the rest of that. So, escalations are definitely still heating up between the two sides, So, like the scriptures has said, nation shall rise against nation. And that's what we're seeing. And we're seeing that sedition among men, invading one another. And one people shall fight instead. One people shall stand up and fight against one another. And that's what we are seeing in that region throughout the West Bank. So tensions are at an all-time high, increasing more and more between the Israelis and the Palestinians. Yep, so with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying, along with the holy scriptures that I brought out in reference to this news article, as tensions starting to increase more and more at an alarming rate between these two different nations of the Israelis, the IDF, of the Israeli Defense Force against the Palestinians, as tensions are stirring at an all-time high. So with that, once again, I hope this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching his word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom.